Well, hey everyone, it's 777. How you guys doing? This is one of the projects I've been working on putting together. Now this is a vintage Sabre. It's a F-86 Sabre made by Starmax. It's a plane that's not produced anymore. I understand it's one of the most forgiving Sabres out there. It just flies really, really well. So I'm going to show you what I have going on with it. One of the things is this is going to be one of the first airplanes I'm going to be flying with my FrSky X20S. This is the tandem radio, which has 900 megahertz coming out of this antenna and regular 2.4 coming out of this one. I'm going to change this here in just a bit. I'm going to make this 900 megahertz antenna stick out back over here, so I'll dig it back into the fuselage. So anyway, I just want to show you guys what we have going on. Let's see here. I've got high, medium, low rates for the elevator.
Elevator medium, elevator low.
So I'll just show you guys that.
Elevator medium, elevator high.
All right, we have the landing gear coming out, which is
Gear down.
pretty interesting. It kind of uses these little wires here to turn the landing gear, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. Let me go back up. Really nice and slow. I've got my flaps.
Flaps half, flaps full. Flaps half, flaps up.
And we also have the air brakes that are right over here. Now, when these servos kick out, it's like they have almost like a time delay thing, so it sounds like they're stripping out, which I was really concerned with when I first was putting this airplane together. So I'm going to flip these guys out here.
Air brake.
So it does this thing that it kind of runs for a minute, and then it kind of quiets down. So
Air brake off, air
but really, really cool. Okay, anything else I have going on
brake.
here?
Off.
Not a whole lot. Let me just show you the inside real quick. So one of the things that is challenging with this airplane is that the glue was all so old on it that I had to basically re-glue a lot of the fuselage, like in through here. I had to put some hot glue back up over here. The main thing that I did with this airplane is I actually upgraded it to the 6S system. So you might notice I have my Hobby King Flycat up here. I yanked the power system out of there, put it into here, and I have some pretty decent thrust here. So I'm kicking back my drac over there. So anyway, yeah, so this is the Hobby King 80 amp ESC here. This is a TDR10 from FrSky, which basically it's a receiver that transmits on 2.4 and 900 megahertz. Utilizes 2.4. Once that gets low, it switches over to 900 megahertz. I understand it has a range of about 10 kilometers, which I'll never use with this type of setup, but it's still cool to have that type of thing going on there. So let's. So this is a really cool looking airplane. I was testing the CG before. The CG's back over here now. I had to modify the canopy to take this battery because it took a really large 4S battery pack with the original power system in here. So those battery packs are much flatter, and it would the canopy would go over just fine. So what I had to do is actually cut out the pilot section so it actually would encompass the battery right here. So with that in place, I've got the CG right here at 180 millimeters, excuse me, basically at this panel line that's right here. But a really cool airplane. I am going to do my standard min-wax treatment to this airplane. Can't wait to make it look real pretty and get it up in the air. One of the funny things about this airplane, so this has right hand and left hand servos. You can tell it's denoted by the color here. But the funny thing is that they don't travel the same amount. So I actually had to offset this so that my elevator would actually go up at the proper rate. So it's really funny. It has that and the wings as well. So I had to kind of compensate things for the different travel between the right and left. So anyway, I shouldn't really bother too much in the air, but guys, I'm really excited to try out my my X20S here. It's a great radio. I mean, it just has color screens, anything you want on this thing, just touch screen, and having the screen up where it actually should be, and having all my timers and everything set. So I have some kind of funny buttons I have set up here. Let me just show you some of these guys here I have set up.
Aren't you forgetting something? Oh no, you didn't. Situation normal. All fucked up. All fucked up.
Oops.
Cheat mode active. I'm gonna cut you.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun things in the ampersand pack there. So anyway, I have everything set up on switches and Expo and 3 rates for everything. Even my rudder, I have 3 rates set up. But yeah, look forward to this coming up on the channel. Another vintage airplanes. It'll be pretty awesome. Thanks. And just for future reference, I will be doing a full video on this Ethos X20S. It's just a pretty awesome radio. It's got a Hall effect gimbals, switches everywhere you would want, even some back switches here. And I've got the MPM multi-protocol unit in the back, so I can basically control any of my Spectrum airplanes receivers that I already have going on. But really a cool radio. I love the touchscreen. You can either use the touchscreen or the scroll wheels at the bottom. I prefer the touchscreen. And just there's so many things going on with this radio that I really like. Also, including the range and the reliability of the radio link. And we'll get into that when I review this radio in the future. So thanks, guys. We'll see you later.